Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Lois and welcome back to Stoneblock 2. In the last episode, we were working with ethylene. So down here in our barely finished room, we made this setup, which is going to be taking pumpkins from our garden cloche, crushing them down to make biofuel, which is then used in a PRC or pressurized reaction chamber with hydrogen from our electrolytic separator and water from our aqueous accumulator to make ethylene. And substrates. Substrates are not that important, but we are going to collect a full drawer full. But then the ethylene is being burned in here, and it produces a lot of power. So much so that we don't really need to use it. We have a lot of power right now. So I've had our crushing system and sifting system running. I actually got a Sea Fortune 3 for our dust. That is the dust, right? Yeah. And that's going to hopefully help with getting a bunch of glowstone, because that was something we were really low on. And just kind of in general been sifting, letting this run, doing its thing. And yeah, between episodes, I once again did a lot of work with cows and chickens, specifically cows. I did a lot of work with cows, but I also went ahead and got some more storage upgrades, storage cells for our ME drive, and cleaned up the chests and all that kind of stuff a little bit. And I made an anvil because of the meshes, the diamond mesh. So all that is doing well. So I have a lot more of the cows now. So there is a bunch. The ones we got in the quest book, we have quite a few quests to go. We have Dark Steel, which we got another furnace. In Steel, Demon Metal, Destabilized Redstone, Gold. Oh, we already did that. That was last episode. Electrum. Silver, nickel, bronze, copper, aluminum, brass, and aluminum, and lumium. So lots and lots of cow products, lots and lots of cows, and if we get anything super good, we got some more watermills, phantom faces are nice, hoppers, not much of anything that I really care about. So what are we going to do today? Well, today's going to be a little bit of a different episode, mostly because I want to do some questing, but we're also going to go ahead and finish up our mob farm so that we can start collecting a ton of mob drops, specifically all of these crates. And to kind of help with that, one of the things we're going to need is advanced item filters, and if we can get some epic. Do we have any epic? Yes, we have 7. We're going to open those. You know, pig. No more pig. I have the other pig. We're going to use that for a quest later, but the pig was a little bit too free range. So, as you can see, our applied logistics system is much fuller. And yeah, we're gonna get to work on a couple of things. So I really need to get an item filter for our problem down there. And one of the things that we're going to need with that is a trash can. Because we're just going to get rid of everything basically that we can. Trash void. Yeah, let's just use a trash can. They're really easy to make. It's a chest, some cobblestone, and some stone. So that is going to be important, but I don't want to get rid of everything, so we need to filter things off. And you know, I think we can go ahead and break this, break that, and start running this stuff a little bit differently. So we'll just put a trash can like here-ish. And then this will go all the way over. Our muting thing is really disorienting. So our sound muffler, that's what it's called. Muting thing, same difference. It is really disorienting around here. But we're going to put our drawer controller here. And I guess we got to break that. So we can put this on insert. And we should start seeing some stuff go in. Yeah, like the sticks who are coming down here. And all other sorts of stuff. So we need to get the trash can and a filter hooked up. So we can just put the trash can right here. It doesn't really matter. Now we can put a filter on this. But instead I think it would be better to have a filter on the insert. Because that just makes more sense. I also need to go get a drawer. You know, let's make this a little bit nicer. So if we just move these guys around like so, it'll be a little bit nicer, a little bit easier to put the drawer back as well. So we do need to go get a drawer. Let's go ahead and get a drawer, and then we need an item filter, and probably a big item filter, which means we're gonna have to deal with getting shulkers again, which is not fun. But what we can do, what was it I needed? I needed a drawer, which don't have. Let's go ahead and get one. And let's put that in our hand. Gonna put that there. And it's locked because of the key in our hand, and I don't know what we're gonna put there. I think I just figured out what I'm gonna put there, and we're just gonna put the infinity boosters right there. Perfect. So there is another loot chest, loot crate, whatever they're called, that we don't have. Legendaries. They are a very, very low drop rate from these normal mobs, but eventually we will probably fully upgrade this with, I mean, we already have looting, but we need to fully upgrade it with everything else. We also need to get speed upgrades for this guy, which is something else we'll do potentially today. Last episode, I was a little bit silly making electrical steel the way I did because there's an easier way. And so let's go ahead and do that. So how many of these are we going to need? We're going to need, well, actually, let's wait for a moment. And in fact, rather than doing anything else, let's go ahead and grab all this stuff. And we got our first blaze rods. That's nice. This is going to be a good source of things like blaze rods and whatnot. But what I want to do is I want to upgrade this chest to diamond level, and I think let's just get a hopper, and we can get another chest. Why not? This is the less important part of this whole system that I'm about to make, but we are going to go ahead and for now we're just going to put this here. Hopper with a chest on top. Misclicking is fun. And we're going to upgrade this chest to be the diamond level. And actually, we're probably going to go farther than that. So we need iron chest, gold chest, diamond chest, and obsidian chest. Perfect. So this chest has a lot of storage space, so we can store all of the items that we get from our loot chest crates. What are they called? Are they actually called loot crates? I think they are. But we're going to grab all of the epics. And you know what? We're going to just grab all of the ones we have currently, including the clay ones, because why not? Clay is annoying to make in this, so why not? But we want the epics first, then everything else. And this is just going to go ahead and dump everything in here. And there is a good chance that we'll get some stuff that we want, like a Z logic controller. That is really important because that means I don't need to make the slice and splice yet, which is what we would use normally. There is some weird things in this. Ender.io has changed a lot since I've played it like to completion, and there's a lot of weird things since the like update where they started using infinity units. But yeah, we would have had to make a Z logic controller like this to make the advanced item filter, which it's nice that we got, so we don't have to worry about. We also got a bunch of slime boot. There's a bunch of stuff in here, and this is going to fill up way too fast. And that's okay. We're also going to get some chicken eggs. If they're chickens we don't have, we'll hatch them and all that kind of fun stuff. But there is just 200 items left. Oh boy. You know what? Let's take the blaze rods because those will be useful later. So, you know what? Let's just go ahead and make an item filter. We just need a little bit more paper, which I believe is this tree. And we can start just kind of making a lot of good stuff. So the reason why we need an advanced item filter is because, well, you see, we have a lot of different types of, let's just say bows for now. We have a lot of different types of bows. Some are enchanted, some are different durabilities, and we want to make sure that it doesn't matter. So the advanced item filter, we can put a bow in here, and we can say, don't worry about the metadata, which I don't remember which one the metadata is and which one the NBT. I think NBT is for enchants, whereas metadata is like the durability stuff. So presumably, if we put this in here on a whitelist and then tell it to insert, let's also say, let's give it the lowest priority. It should get rid of every single bow, including the enchanted ones, because I don't care. So the problem is, we're going to probably need either a big item filter, which we can't really get unless we want to summon some more shulkers, which we could, or else we're going to have multiple of these because, yeah, we can only do 2 armor sets. But at the very least we can get rid of the bows, so we can turn that on and just let it run. Now we do need to go ahead and make some more stuff, so let's start cleaning out this guy over here. Might have wanted to make a different thing than this, but rabbit bait, we can grab all those. We can grab all the, I believe those are, oh, building scepters. I thought they were torch launchers. Garden scythes, sure, why not? And yeah, we're going to have a lot of squid bait, which is kind of good. So we have a lot of things that we don't really need. Some of the stuff we can turn into other things later, like EMC. That'll be super useful, but not terribly useful right now. So yeah, there is a lot of things that we're going to have to just kind of live with having a ton of for now. But we are going to get a lot of different chicken eggs, and I will probably handle a lot of that off camera, just because, you know, purple, for example, we have a purple chicken already, but we only have one, and I need to breed them together and all that kind of fun stuff. But we should be able to grab all this stuff, and you know, some of the stuff we might end up smelting up for, you know, the resources. I might not worry about it, who knows. But let's see if we get any electrical steel, because that's what I'm kind of looking for. We can grab the silicon, And I guess we can grab all the juicers and the cow halters. Alright, anything else? Packing tape, sure. Spears. And, you know, this ender tether could be useful. Because this prevents endermen within a certain distance from teleporting away. So we could potentially put that into the system. We also got a mana pool, which is kind of cool. Is it empty? It is empty. So I don't have to go through everything right now. But did we get any electrical steel? Don't see any. Okay, not a big deal. So if we want to make these speed upgrades, I believe each one of these upgrades, I think we need 15 of these, but let's just get like, I don't know, 16 electrical steel. Let's do a full 32. So we'll do a half a stack of iron. Then we're going to need some silicon. And we're probably going to need to make more of this stuff, which is what? Nether quartz. We have so much nether quartz. Let's go ahead and get 32 of those ground up. That should be decently fast. In fact, we can speed it up. And that is perfect. Cool. So we got a few extras. That's fine. We throw those in here. And we'll get plenty of silicon. Then we just grind up all of this. And the coal, iron, and silicon go in here, right? And that makes electrical steel. Yes. So that is a much faster way. Yeah, this isn't even connected. Oh, wait, yeah, it is. Are we not? What's going on? Should be sending power out. But we're not getting power. Let's just go ahead and replace this and see if that is weird. This should be receiving power, right? Yeah. Yeah, we have an input. Is this one working? I mean, presumably it is. This is still running. It has an output. So why are you not working? Oh, okay. Apparently surge mode. Is this not able to output more? That might be the problem. So we need to get more power to the other one. But just need to get the rest of these guys taken care of. And there is all the electrical steel we're going to make. We can turn that off for now. I will deal with that later. It's not that big of a deal right now. Plus, I'm going to be moving a lot of that stuff, so it doesn't matter one bit. So, if we want to make these speed extracts, we're going to need... Let's see, how many can we do? We can do 8. So, 8 pistons. And 8 redstone torches. Or 9 if I misclick. And 8 extracts. Cool. So now we should be able to come down here. And if we look with our Yeta wrench, because this thing is amazing. Extract, we can put those in there. and it will take out 36 items per operation, versus just the measly like 4. So this will now start to drain out the items a lot faster, and it should keep up with this all right. So I'll need to just come check and see what we're getting a lot of extra for putting on void upgrades. I should probably do that soon. And just kind of just in general, you know, all the gold armor, we'll want to get rid of that. You know, that might be one that we put on the filter and go from there. Now eventually we will have a way to get things like shulkers automatically and all that kind of fun stuff, but we're not quite there yet, and I don't think we're going to do that today. So let's jump into our questing. I don't think we need that anymore. So if we look at our quest book, what we're going to work on first, you know, is let's go ahead and make some cobble generators. So we have a bunch of normal cobblestone generators. Let's go ahead and make a top tier. So the first one is iron. We're just going to make one. And then tier 3 is diamond. Tier 4 is blaze rod, which we didn't really have. And tier 5 is emeralds. Now, is this going to be useful for anything else? Not really. But we have a tier 5 cobblestone generator if we so choose to use it. If we need a lot of cobblestone or something later, we can do that. But that is 2 quick and easy quests. Torch launcher and some epic bacon. I think it's going to want me to eat epic bacon later as our kind of main food source. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make all of the dolls if we can. So first is the blazing doll. We need nether wart. Interesting. Now I do know we have a little bit of soul sand, and I guess let's just manually sift this because I don't know if we have any nether wart otherwise. So let's just grab one of these. And nether wart should be pretty easy to get. I want to get 2 so we can get more. But we do need to use a string mesh. And it does come from uncommon crates, so we have some. Never mind. Don't need to sift. I am going to set up a sifter just... Actually, let's put it where it's a little bit more useful. Just in case we need it. And we'll probably want to grow some of these, but as long as we don't use all of them, doesn't matter. So there is the blazing doll. The creeping doll also uses all this. We just need some black dye. And what's going to be the best way to do this? I mean, we could get floral black dye. I think that'll probably be the easiest way. And this only makes 1 each. Yeah, so we're going to need shears and a little bit of bone meal. But not an issue otherwise. And we should be able to make the creepy doll, which would summon an enderman. I don't think I mentioned this, but the first one summons blazes. Pretty useful if you need, you know, blazes, which we don't right now, but eventually we probably will. Maybe keep some bone meal in there. Alright, so now we should be able to make the get the creepy doll. I guess we are making it. We're not making the enderman, but there is the creepy doll. Next up is, we've already made the floating doll. That one I know, but we might need it another time, but I'm still going to get rid of the recipe. The protecting doll is next. Requires a fish, easy enough. Freezing doll requires snowballs. Now that is something we're going to have to figure out how to get. Or, you know, I do have the snowball chicken. We can just grab this guy and put him in there. And real quick, just do that. He should produce some snowballs for us at some point relatively soon. Yeah, should work. Now, what happens if we put 2 in here? Does it go faster? It does. Cool. So, yeah, I need to work on getting more stuff. And if we can get all of these snowballs, is there an easier way to get snow in this mod pack? Pure daisies are a good way, and ice essence, but snowballs really are the only thing, and there is a couple ways to get them. Specifically, I think the glacial precipitator is a really good way. Takes a little bit of energy and it makes snowballs really quickly, but we just need one more, and so I'm not going to worry about it. So protecting doll is water, lava, witch water, pyrotheum. Interesting. And then milk. Okay. Please finish making the one snowball. Alright, cool. So I will let him run for a while. We'll get some snow, and then I can always make a snow golem to get more. So there is the freezing doll. Next is the breezing doll, which requires niter, which I don't believe we have. Before we lose all of our netherwort, let's go ahead and just plant one temporarily over in the corner. Just so that, you know, we have more netherwort if we need it. So, niter. Way we can get niter is pulverizing sandstone, which gives us a chance. I don't have the niter chicken yet, so we can't do that. We can also crush gunpowder. That is probably the way. So, gunpowder, we have plenty. Just go ahead and go crush some of this. And this isn't going to go anywhere, so it should be fine. But we should see niter in just a second. And that shouldn't mess up anything. Should be one more anytime. And there we go. Cool. So that was at least pretty easy. We'll go ahead and get the breezing doll. So the freezing doll, the breezing doll, and the crushing doll are all of Thermal Expansion's elemental like blazes. They're all similar to blazes, but not quite. They're different kind of elements. Freezing spawns a blizz, which is obviously ice. Blitzes are air. They make aerothium, which is something in Thermal Expansion. And the basils are, or basals, or however you want to say it. They are the, oh, we only need one. They are the earth type, to the blitz's air type. So easy quests. And finally, the oozing doll does require a bucket of water, which I guess we can get from right over here. And real quick, we need a squid, so we're just gonna put that there, and we'll get a squid in a little bit. But we need some more slime, and I think we have some in here. Don't we? We have slimy dirt. Can I like break down? Nope. Okay. So slime might be the issue on this one. And is there a good way to get slime? I mean, there's obviously the chickens. Pressing honey gives slime balls. We don't have honey. So how about slime blocks? Okay, milk in a stone barrel with a mushroom. I guess that's what we're gonna have to go with. So let's get a bucket. And we have any more barrels? I don't believe it has to be a stone barrel. I believe we can also just use yeah, it doesn't matter what kind of barrel. But we do need a mushroom. And this should not be too difficult. But let's see if we can get this fairly quickly. We'll put that in the corner. We have a bunch of red mushrooms. I don't believe there's any slime. There's an overgrowth seed. That would be nice in a different series. But yeah, okay, that's fair. Fluid cow. Next usage is not yet. Alright, so let's grab cow halter and bop the cow. Should be able to come down here, and I wonder if any of these guys in here are ready. You know what? I wonder. Let's do a quick little experiment. If we put a stall down and we shift right click, we should be able to. Oh, it's a shift right click to open the inventory, so we can't shift right click that. Interesting. Alright, well, that's fine. We'll make some milk. I guess I'll keep an extra halter down here. Why not? So we'll have to come back in 3 minutes to finish that. But we can do other things while we wait. So, the other thing that we need to do in our quest book is we need to kill a ghast and a zombie pigman. We're going to start with the zombie pigman. It's really easy to get zombie pigman in this mod pack, even though we can't go to the nether. All you need is witch water and a pig. So you just put the pig down, splash them with witch water, and you get a zombie pigman. And then you just murder them. And that's the quest. Hopefully you can murder him without him murdering you, but if not, you know, common loot chest and ink sacks. Well, that tells me what happened there. Okay, so let's get some more squid bait. And the squid is what we need for the other mob, the ghast. And it'd be really cool if we could get a ghast here. But if we can't, that's fine. So, quest book, witch water, we can get rid of the soul sand and the ink sacks. I guess we can just go ahead and open this. Bone white and ender transporter. Cool. We have a lot of the chicken eggs, so I'll probably go through those between episodes. So we get far enough away, and we should have a squid spawn at some point. But we just need the squid, and we just need the milk. So almost done with that. Another minute, and yeah, then we can finish things up. So there is a squid in here. Let's capture said squid, because I don't really want to fight a ghast in my actual base. So we're going to go. I think we're just going to go to the mining dimension, and we're going to splash the squid with the witch water, and that will turn it into a gas. We just fight the gas and kill the gas. No big deal. We do need to make sure we have enough space to actually spawn the gas, which is something I don't know if we have. We're going to need a 5x5. 1, 2, 3. No, not quite big enough. I'm not going to dig it out. So let's just come down here. A lot of things in there. Let's turn F7 off. Is there any decent sized like caves? Maybe? You know, we're killing it. I don't really care if it spawns well or not. We just need to witch water, and it's going to be easier for this to witch water first and then put the squid down. And we killed the gas. We also got some gas tears. Perfect. So that was that quest taken care of. Go ahead and just put those back. And we just need to get out of this place. I have a bad feeling that I'm gonna get lost. So I don't think I was supposed to go down that path. Not supposed to go down that path. Okay, let's just come down here. I think this is the way. So we come this way. Yeah, so this is the way back. And I need to clean up this area. We are going to have to go to the end quite a bit later on. And so it's going to be nice to have a way to get to the end pretty easily. But we killed the gas. We got the gas tiers. Those will come in handy. Maybe next episode we'll start working on a new mod and get a bunch of stuff done with that. But we just have really the one quest left, and then the Ender Chicken and the Chaos Chickens, which I'm not looking forward to. Let's go ahead and put this back in the bucket, barrel, whatever. And can we grab some milk? We can. Awesome. So we just gotta wait for the slime. Oh, it's instant. That's fine. So we have some slime now, and we should be able to make the oozing doll, which you use milk to make. And it makes a blue slime specifically. So that is all the dolls. We don't really need to kill them or anything like that today. So I'm not going to worry about it. But we did finish up a lot of quests. And we have a filter. Let's actually go check on this. So this is clearing out pretty quickly. And you can see there's a lot of different things. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to not worry too much about this filter for now. And then what we'll do is we're going to work on that other mod. And that's going to give us a way to create infinite shulkers without making the dolls every time. And with that, we can get the shulker shells that we need to kind of, you know, get all of the little shulker boxes and whatnot that we want. So we can make the advanced item filters and all that kind of fun stuff very easily. So let's go ahead and complete all these quests. Zombie pigmen, gas, ooh, void metal. That's a nice reward. Building gadget, and Varhammer. Most of this is kind of boring. Quest rewards, but we got another void ore miner. That's kind of cool. More void metal. That's also pretty cool. And yeah, we are 92% done with Stoneblock. The quest line, there is still a lot to do, and the extreme crafting is kind of the major delay. That and, well, this quest, which is going to be awful. We have to have max EMC, and that is going to be really, really bad. But we'll get there and deal with it when we get there. For now, I'm going to continue working on the cows and the chickens. And go from there. So, yeah, I'm gonna work on that between episodes. And next time we are going to jump into a new mod, specifically, spoiler alert, industrial foregoing. Because this mod has access to not only the mob imprisonment tool, which is wonderful, but the mob duplicator. So we're going to get into that and potentially start duplicating shulkers. That is kind of the idea. And if we can do that, then it'll be great. So that's the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!